My name's Rachel Terry. It's Rachelterry. And I founded a grassroots parents organization called School Choice Nebraska about almost 7 years ago after struggling to find affordable education options for my kids, and ended up kind of putting together a patchwork of public school and homeschool and some online courses to get them what they needed. And my youngest just went to college just this last semester, and so I was kind of looking forward to just letting this all go. But then with coronavirus, I started getting lots of calls from parents who just either the remote learning wasn't working for their children, or they just felt like their kids needed something else. And so I've been working with a lot of families trying to help them find what they need for their kids. A lot of kids have developed gaps in their learning because of shutdowns and things like that. And so I'm still here doing this, even though my kids are at college now. But I think this bill brings a ray of hope, and I consider it not just a win-win, but a win-win-win. And the three wins being, the first one, the most important one, I think, is for kids, low-income kids especially, and for their families. But I think it's also a win for taxpayers, and I think it's also a win for public schools, which are the schools that my kids went to. My kids haven't been to private schools. So, I mean, obviously the low-income kids who can now reach a school that might work better for them, it's a huge win for them, and it can really change the course of kids' lives. For taxpayers, I think it's a great win because the contributions to these scholarships are voluntary. So people who can't afford to give to them will give to them. It's, we often hear about how our K-12 system needs more money. This is a way to do it without doing a big blanket tax. We have a lot of families who are struggling financially right now, and so raising taxes on a general level would probably be very disruptive to a lot of people, but this is a win for taxpayers. We get more money in the system without a blanket tax. And I think it's a win for the public schools. I went to an LPS school board meeting recently, and I was shocked at how many teachers got up and talked about how difficult things have been for them, especially through coronavirus, as they are trying to manage some in-person learning and some remote learning. And so if some of the kids who need the most help are able to go to a different school, then class sizes could be a little bit smaller in the public schools, helping them to meet the needs of the kids who are there in the public schools. So this win-win-win makes a lot of sense to me, and I hope we can expand options a little bit. I do keep hearing from a lot of moms and dads who just are struggling to find something that works for their kids and to fill the gaps that have happened because of coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Terry. Any questions from the committee?